Today, we celebrate 7,000 subscriber. Welcome to another Monday live stream. How's it going, everybody? I just said it, and I cannot believe we crossed the line finally. 7,000 subscriber on YouTube. Guys, you have no idea how much I appreciate every single one of you right there, that took the time, is interested. I don't know how to say that, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, 7,000 times. Thank you. I wish, hold on. Good things are not going away. I wish we could have something special today on the stream, but my compact, I have a pair of Wing compact coming up, and they are stuck at custom right now. They are stuck at FedEx Custom. They are in town. They are at the airport. Last message that I got, last update that I got from FedEx, but not at my door. They were supposed to be delivered actually today before noon, and it's 1:31 to be exact, and nothing. I got nothing. No console, nothing. So it's just gonna be us having a good time with a coffee, and we're gonna talk about what could be the future of having Wing Compact on this channel. I'm actually really excited because, it's the Wing Compact is the thing that I've been waiting for years. I called the shot many years ago about the design of those console. I don't know if you guys, or any of you guys, remember. It would be fun to have, fader. I don't remember if I said 12, but a main out and a couple fader and just knob on each side. Kind of like, what was it back then? The SQ5-ish. Like, not in the same mentality, but the design, the idea was good. Just make it better, The Aventus Solo is kind of the same thing. And it's basically a derivative of my favorite console from Midas, which is the M32R. I really like that layout. I really like that structure. And it just migrates really well to the Wing. So I kind of called a shot. And now my dream console for 2024 is stuck at custom. Actually, two of these. We're going to have a coffee. We're going to come down. We're going to have a good time together. And I want you guys to tell me first, how was your weekend? Did you had a good time? Did you enjoy mixing some shows? I know I did. I just did 2 show. How many shows did I did with the Wing this weekend? For sure, Friday and Saturday. And no, actually, I did 3. I did Monitor on Thursday, a corporate event on Friday, and a corporate event on Saturday. Bands, all bands, only mixing bands this weekend. We had a great time with that. I wish for my back that I could have the compact. It was stuck at custom, so nothing I could do about that. But yeah, another great time mixing with the Wing. Actually, on Saturday, I had the pleasure to use the Stage Connect for the first time. I used the DN16 U. Basically, the U box is a converter from Ultranet or USB to Stage Connect. So I had that cover and went flawlessly. No test, no nothing. We went Ultranet in that box, click, working, no question asked. And I was like, okay, interesting. I really like that. I'm gonna work eventually with more bands that are running XR18 as monitor console. So To me, it was a great investment to do, just to have, hey, we're going to run a single line of RG45 between the stage, because I've read about Ultranet a little bit to go about that configuration. I just run a cable, went fine. Small XLR, went fine. And yeah, I'm really happy with my purchase. It's going to save me a lot of trouble trying to split, or in other situation I'm going to use the box to go to the computer, because sometimes you want to have backtrack running from a band and just using a USB cable, especially nowadays with USB-C cable. They are shorter and shorter because the not USB-C. The Thunderbolt protocol call for a shorter cable. Everybody is trying to get shorter cable. So next time that I have a band that want to run backtrack from their drummer, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop that box there. I'm gonna run a single XLR3 from there to my eventually rack or to my console. You can run 100 feet. I mean, I can do a festival, having just a single XLR coming into my console and call it a day. So it was a really good purchase. I'm really happy with my purchase. It's currently still in my car. Sorry, I should have brought that in, but nope, not gonna happen today. But yeah, that's pretty much how things went this weekend. How was your weekend? I want to know. Let me first say hi to Donzo Dream. Good to have you, man. As always. Somebody else said hi, higher in the chat. Sorry, I cannot read this. My chat is big. I don't know why I'm feeling tired this weekend. My eyesight is not as good anymore. I'm not getting any younger also. So I have to put the chat bigger so I cannot see the thing in the higher row for now. I'm going to say hi to Pancho. What's up, man? Good to have you around. Robert? Good to have you. Who else is in there? Come on, don't be afraid to say hi. That's the dream. Good weekend. Mixed a show on the wing rack. I know, man. You show me your rig. You send me a couple pictures of your rig. This is impressive. This is impressive. Sorry, it's a really interesting setup. Are you okay if I show a couple picture? Nick, let me know. Configured my compact today. A couple of hiccups, but making progress. Need to install the Wing 64 firmware to identical Dentate card. So you're basically flashing Dentate card. Something that I want to do as soon as I get my hands on my compact. Also, fader weren't populating from snap file. I figured it out with Thomas. Okay. Have to initialize the compact fader setting before saving when you want to use snap on compact. Yes, the way that I understand that is the snap file doesn't store the fader information on consoles, or maybe it will be different for all kind of console that you save. Maybe we can ask Rob about that, or Patrick if he's around, if those guys know the answer about that. But the way that the snap file is working, it saves your track information, but it doesn't save the fader, because the fader layout is different on the compact, on the full, on the rack. So maybe after a while, I think, maybe it could be wrong, but it should work this way, as when you have a file coming, let's say from a full size, once you load it into a compact, it's going to save the information for those fader. I don't know if it's possible or not, but it would be really fun to have the option to, when you have a file following around from jumping from a full to a compact, once you set it up in that snap file, it just remained there. But I don't know. But I know for sure that they are different, because they are different layout. The layout is saved differently. It's all in the firmware release note that I didn't do, and I didn't check. So, yeah, that's about it. Will, question: how to turn on the channel advanced arrow on touchscreen? Hold on, what are you talking about? How to turn on the channel advanced arrow on touchscreen like Wing full console? Second question: did you decide you like the Wing better than the Midas Pro one? We're gonna answer the second question first. I like the Wing. I loved my Pro One. They definitely had a sound, but the thing is, I don't want to say anything bad against the Pro One. I love those consoles. They sound great. I did some stuff. I did some rotation about, moving gear around for shows, and the band that I'm working with for now preferred the sound of the Wing, even with the DL231. So the band preferred the Wing. I like the workflow of the Pro One. I'm totally fine with it. It's not that, I don't know how to say it, but it's just the Wing is working better for the band. And at the end of the day, especially as a monitor engineer, I try to be as, less interfering with the band as possible. So if the band prefer to have a console and I have it, well, let's just go with that console. So basically, the band decided that the Pro One was not a thing anymore, and they preferred the Wing. And I had a good opportunity to sell my Pro One. Somebody bought a pair of those, so it's a win-win for everybody. Robert, you're learning lights now. Are you okay? Do you need help? Send help. Guys, please, Robert is learning lights. You should never have to do such a thing in life. As when you are a sound engineer, you have to work light. Coming from a guy that just learned Grand MA3 because I need to learn Grand MA3. I'm working weekly with a Grand MA3, so yeah. But I'm doing corporate event. It's different. Before you judge me, I don't do light shows. I just turn on lights. There's a difference. So Robert, confirm what I'm saying of yes, saving faders separately from each console so they will coexist. So okay, once you load the file in a compact and you did your layout there, it will remain in that snap file. So okay, this is good news. All right. Okay, Will, so from the home screen, let me do this. Let me just go quickly over what was the question again, because I'm not sure I follow correctly here. Let me go move that up. How do you turn on the channel advance arrow on your touchscreen like Wing Full console? That's a question about a compact, right? You can't find the arrow next. Okay, I think I got what you mean there. I don't know. I have to be honest, I don't know. On the Wing rack, I don't know. I don't have a rack yet. Mine is coming probably around April. Yes, I know. It's the delay in Canada right now. Long & McQuaid, who is the supplier, or newly the supplier for Behringer product in Canada, distributor, store that can sell those. So, yeah, not happening for me. It's going to take a while before these guys get their order, because they basically took over the distribution of Behringer product, which is my understanding, right at the cut where the Wing compact and rack were released. So they missed the boat, literally, on the new stuff. So Rolf here, there's a CC for previous next channel. Okay, so maybe that's an option. You can do previous next channel over the button on the right of the screen. You have to go custom control, other channel, next channel, previous. Okay, so that's your answer about that. Don't remember. I have to send most of my time on a compact now. We'll sit down with the rack in a week or so. Yeah, lucky you, Robert. You got both. Me, it's gonna take a while, man. Seriously, It bums me out, but there's nothing I can do about it other than just bite the bullet and buy from folks like from Alto Music. This is where I bought my 2 compact, but those from Alto Music. I'll be honest and say that I'm kind of losing money, but I'm gonna rent them enough to recover from that. So I don't know, man. Did they move the FX wet dry control from the custom control? I don't see it. I think it's there, but it will be in FX parameter if I know for sure. You know what? Let's try something. Let's try something. Hey, Ace Jack, it's been a while. Let me see if I can get a mic on and if I can fire up Wing Edit and we can check out some stuff. Because I have this microphone here. I can probably connect that to something. I can probably make something like that happen. Hold on. I can probably make that happen. All right. Can you guys hear me? You should be able to hear me now. And I could probably turn the music down. But you guys should be able to hear me. Can you just confirm in the chat that you can hear me? We're gonna build a scene in OBS. I can hear you. All right. If you give me 1 second here, I'm gonna open up Wing Edit. And we can take a look at that, and I can also add a screen capture of Wing Edit. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Application capture. Wing Edit. There we go. All right. It's a bit low. Okay, I can try to give it some gain, but I'm using an Omni mic, so apologies for that. All right. So, can you guys see the Wing Edit window? Yes, all right. Okay. Let's go back to my OBS chat. Yes. Let's go. Oh no. There's no custom control in edit feature request. Oh yeah, it's definitely a feature request. Because now, what am I doing? I set this thing up. Set this thing up to check it out and it's not working. Come on. No, I seriously love the people from Behringer, so I cannot say anything bad about these guys. I know they're working really hard, and eventually it's gonna come up somewhere. They will have that. All right. Even with the full size, yeah, no. Okay, well, big fail, but we gave it a try. All right. Let's go back to the broods. Let's go back to this angle then, because otherwise things gonna suck. I don't want these lives. If I can just pop my chat back where it can be read. There you go. I got to go to the airport. Oh, come on. Really? Take us with you? Get the compact? It doesn't work this way. I wish I could just go there and grab them, but nope, nothing. Nothing I could do about it. They are stuck legally, if I can say so. I think they're not even legally in Canada because they're still in U.S. custom. Okay, so I have the Wing firmware on my internal card, not the Wing 64 firmware. I kind of suck and figure out how to change the firmware. Well, you need to go in Dante Controller, and inside Dante Controller, this is where you're gonna force upgrade the card to do this. I did that with a card from Yamaha. I use my TF1 to flash it because once I connected the card inside the Yamaha, I was able to successfully flash it to Wing. And my biggest wish right now is when I'm gonna drop it in, it should be recognized as a Wing card. I think I loaded the Wing 64 firmware, not for the internal version, not the external version. And it should just appear as soon as I flash it. If not, well, I just bricked a Dante Brooklyn 2 card. We'll see what's going on with that. But I'm pretty sure I'm good. It says update successful, so I'm pretty sure once I reboot it, it just appear on a Behringer. It just appears a Behringer card. It has to be a Wing 64, otherwise you can't run RJ45 ports separately. Yes, because I believe, could be wrong, I believe this is to do redundancy and control. So from the first port will be your primary, and the second port will be secondary Dante and also control. Right? Anyone in the chat can confirm that information. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think this is why you would need those firmware. Can't confirm. Okay. We'll see what's going on with that. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to get my card running as soon as I can get my hands on the compact. I will do the first thing that I plan to do on the compact is a video installing a Dante card. I have my setup here, and I have no warranty on them because I bought them in the States, and my consoles will be running here in Canada. So I basically void the warranty as pretty much as soon as they've crossed the border. The only thing that I'm gonna do is maybe a touchscreen test, make sure that my screens are good before I open it up. But I'm pretty sure as soon as I open up the console, my warranty is void. Anyone tried the cheapo Dante card from China? Should that work? Can you explain a little bit more about that, Rolf? I'm really curious to know what you're talking about. I have no idea about the cheap Chinese Dante stuff. Are we talking about a Brooklyn 2 card? Are we talking about a PCIe card? Because there's also that, for those of you who don't know, you have the Dante card for console, but if you want to have a really low latency network, Dante is selling PCIe card that you can put in your computer to give you like ridiculously low latency. But I mean, you don't need one, and they're kind of expensive. I believe the cheapest one that I saw was $2,000. So I'm gonna live with maybe 4 or 5 more milliseconds of latency, and it's gonna cost me zero because pretty much any network port or gigabyte network port and up can do Dante. And nowadays in a computer having PCIe slot is apparently a big deal. So yeah, you need to have a computer with a available PCIe slot that can allow you to have a network interface, and you're gonna run a second network for your Dante. You don't need that. You don't need that stuff at all. Maybe if you're a recording studio that do live monitoring of the floor, that has a lot of Dante interface, but if it will be a ridiculously small amount of people that would need to spend $2,000 on a Dante interface just to get 3 milliseconds less latency on a round trip. Because the Dante stuff is really fast, to be honest. Sorry guys, need my background music. All right. So yeah, Ralph, as soon as you got any information about that, let us know. Let us know what's the deal. Anybody else? What do you guys want to talk about? We got time in front of us today. I only have to leave. The worst that I have to leave at is at 3:15, so we still have an hour 15 ahead if everything is all right. Anchor 77, I was out on a gig this weekend. By accident, I tried the precision limiter on the master output. I must say it was a nice plugin. Yes, it definitely is. Well, actually, don't quote me on that. But I believe this is the same thing as a Wave L2, or really close to a Wave L2 limiter, precision limiter. So, yeah, it's definitely gonna make your mix sound loud. Well, actually, it's taking your mix and just crushing it. But yeah. Okay, Rolf, you got a 100 euros Dante 64, Dante AES 67 network card. I'm not just sure about the TurboUse audio network. Network. Transmissy interface model 32x32. I would be really curious to see that. Robert, I use a tape machine and exciter on my master currently. Ooh, okay. I've never give that a try. I'm not a huge master bus guy. I don't do a lot of processing on that. So, okay, guys, hold on. Somebody's at the door. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I might have a console coming in. Hold on. No, it's not. I know. Sorry about that. Boo. Yes, I know. It was other stuff that I had to sign for, but it's not even FedEx, and it's not even the console. What a bummer. I wish I could do it. I wish I could receive the console live on stream, and we could take a moment off. I could set up the other side of the studio and get the Wing Compact going, but no. Sorry, guys. That's not for today. But I don't know. Give me a second and let me check my phone. See if I have any movement happening, but seriously, I don't think it's gonna happen. Let me do a quick update on that. Nope. Still says that it's not gonna be. Still said stuck at custom. Don't worry, I didn't show my tracking number or personal address. Okay, let's talk about some cool stuff. I had somebody when you receive them, you can do a live stream, pretend they've been delivered. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but this week is I'm still under the pressure of running my Christmas show or Christmas events for this year. I still have a bunch of event and galas and stuff. It's the season for corporate event. Christmas party for most companies, most business are doing that. So I'm fully in that right now. Tomorrow tomorrow I have a corporate event with the lovely people at Loto Quebec. If you guys don't know, I'm doing sound for most of the live stream of Loto Quebec on Twitch. I've set up the studio over there and I'm mixing those live stream. And tomorrow we have a corporate event where I'm just going to be there recording a podcast basically, but I'm doing all those events for these guys. So this is what I have tomorrow, pretty much the full day. After that, Wednesday, chill. Saturday, it's all corporate event, all kind of galas and stuff like that. Actually, I have a decent one, and I have a meeting about that in a few minutes or at 3:30. Totally open with you guys. I have a meeting with that where I'm going to have basically a gala that I'm going to live stream, doing sound, lights, having somebody on the switcher. I'm probably going to run a camera, but I have two camera operators, two people at front of house, one for sound, one for light, and somebody else switching. So it's a pretty big team that I have to deal with. Well, pretty big team. 5 people is not much, but I have to deliver a decent-sized, medium-sized gala stuff. And I'm not doing that every day. I'm usually running event by myself. So for me to have 5 people with me and camera operators, and I'm providing all that stuff, it's going to be a rough Tuesday, if you ask me. After that, it's corporate event, and I'm getting ready for Christmas parties. This is my week, and this is my life until December 19. Christmas party all over the place, pretty much. About app battery usage, I would check the Wing forum. They may have answer. What are you talking about, Rolf? About app battery usage? Not sure what we talk about here. Anyway, all that to say that, Charlie, thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the information, and I will keep you guys updated about the the wing. I will definitely do a live stream as soon as I can. Worst case scenario is going to be next Monday, and if it's next Monday, that's going to be next Monday. I wanted to have them for my 7,000 subscriber, but it doesn't have to be this way. I don't have to do that together. It could be two separate events. So should we talk about the future of the channel? I know I'm talking about that a lot, but I don't know, 7,000 subscriber, to be honest. I'm reflecting on that, if we can open up the conversation about that. What's up, Bubba Z? My friend, it's been a while. Congrats on the 7K. Thank you very much. Speaking of, I'm definitely, yes, the man, the legend, Bubba. Oh, he's really cool, guys. I had pleasure. I did my, not really stream, but I'm going to say fake live stream, conversation, podcast, I would say, with Bubba last year when we talked about the HD96 versus the Wing. Great conversation. We had a really good time. And I know I keep saying this, but I'm definitely going to come up at some point around New York City. I have a lot of people down there that I'm probably going to stop say hi at some point. So maybe not this season, maybe this summer, maybe next winter, depending on the plan and what life is going to be for me coming up from there. My goal right now is to survive 2024 until December 19, and after that I'm going to go out on vacation. This is the plan so far, and after that I want to kick the gear up in YouTube land probably a little more. I'm planning on doing a little more teaching stuff. I know it's been a while, and I know those videos get a better reaction than the Wing stuff overall, but I think I can find the fine line between doing more educational, talk about live sound, talk about how to EQ a vocal, talk about drums. I basically want to focus a little more on drum and vocal, because as a live guy's perspective, it's mostly the only thing that you have to care about now. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've mic'd up a guitar cab. Robert, still waiting on your streaming invitation. Man, I sent you that offer years ago. I remember a long time ago when we spoke on the phone and said, hey Rob, it will be fun if you jump on the stream. And okay, yeah, we'll check that out. I'm ready for episode 2 of Engineers Talk. You're anytime, Rob. Next week, maybe the one after. To be honest, if it could be after December 19, will be good. But yeah, during the holiday break, we can grab some time together. If anybody else also like Nick, I think Nick, you should be on the show. You definitely have some cool stuff that you can talk to us about. Hold on, let me grab my phone and show you guys the picture that Nick sent me the other day. And I was like, he just basically redid the setup, and this is what he sent me. Is it big enough? Can you guys see that? It's a lot of Wing. A lot of Wing. 1 compact, 2 rack, a bunch of microphone, a bunch of in-ear monitors. This is the kind of stuff that I like. Actually, I'm gonna do a video where I'm gonna set up my new rig with the compact. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that. That's gonna come soon. Basically, the order for now will be doing the compact, unboxing, setting up a Dente card. That's gonna be the video that I want to do. After that, it's gonna be building my rig with. It's gonna be building my rig for the tour. And after that, I want to build a case for my compact, because I ordered 2. One's gonna go into storage and it's gonna do some show. The other one's gonna be at home, and I'm gonna come back kicking butt with a Wing in front of me, because I know I know some of you guys don't like the format that I'm having right now, and the only reason that I'm doing this is because I don't have any console. At the moment, everything is either out on a show or on storage. So this is why. And maybe, if I'm rebuilding my streaming setup, because I'm thinking about rebuilding my streaming setup. I have an ATEM Mini Extreme with a bunch of other stuff that I use for streaming. I'm thinking about rebuilding that because I came up with a couple of these lovely connector that I have, and I found a bag with a bunch of those HDMI and network connector and XLR connector, and I want to rebuild my streaming rig because it's working, but could be better. So maybe that's gonna do a video where I'm gonna build some rack, because I don't know for you guys, I don't know what kind of content you watch on YouTube. If you guys are here, it's probably because you have the wing, and most of the time we're gonna end up down the rabbit hole of watching people build stuff. And I don't know if you know who Billy LaGuardia is. He's a guy in the States that's doing road case and doing custom electric distribution, custom paneling, and I fell down the rabbit hole of watching his video. You're gonna laugh, but I like to watch people build stuff. And the funny thing is, I also like to build stuff myself. I like to build really good rig with, having the right connector at the right place. And even if it's expensive, I believe it's worth it at the end of the day. So I'm planning on doing some of those video and see how they will perform. I also plan on keep going with in-ear monitor. The response is never good as at first when I'm releasing an in-ear video, but the video that I did about the KZ a long time ago, it's been like going really well. It's those video that got almost no view at first, but slowly the curves start to kick in and they get like a few hundred view a week, and they keep going a few hundred view a week, and eventually, they surpass my other video on the channel, because apparently there's more people interested in in-ear monitor overall versus just the wing. So yeah, basically this is it. This is the plan for the channel for the next month. I know I'm not releasing as much as I did before. During the COVID stuff, I was going really, really strong, but right now I just can't keep up with the work and the channel and stuff like that. But I need to slow down on work. So maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I will try to catch up with that. And yeah, building rig. If I have the opportunity to build a rig, I will. And I will take time to film those, and making those video kind of interesting for you guys. All right. How long have we been going today? I feel like I'm having a rough start. 45 minutes. Oh, come on, man. And I take a 5-minute break to go sign that stuff. Chris, thank you very much. Actually, Chris is a member. It's been a while since I've talked about that, but apparently I have some new member on the channel. It's probably been a year since I've spoke about that, but members, thank you very much for being subscribed plus to this channel. I don't have any Patreon. I don't have anything else to give out content, and to be honest, I don't push much content even for members. It's just a way to support me. It's just a way for you guys to show up here and say thank you and sending a few $1 a month towards this channel. Thank you very much, Chris, for being a long time member. You've been here, I don't know exactly the stats, but you are one of the longest member of the channel, if I remember correctly. So thank you very much for taking the time and doing the effort. I know it's not much, but it's the small drop of water in the river that eventually makes the ocean. So thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate that you go out of your way to do that. Thank you very much. All right. So Rob, you've been using KZ for years. Yeah, they well, actually, when the KZ or KZ, just to fool with you guys, I'm Canadian now. I'm allowed to say KZ. But those in-ear have been around for a while, and for a long time I was suspicious of what you would get for the money, because you know I've been hanging around with professional most of my life. And I've learned quickly that affordable gear, especially around the 2000, affordable gear was garbage. You didn't want to buy that. It was basically a waste of money. It was cheap stuff that you probably don't want to buy. So when people show up with the KZ, you're like, oh, they're amazing, and they sound great, and they were like $50, I was like, no. I had to spend, back in the day, it was the 535. I had to spend like $600 on a pair of 535 to get good result with in-ear monitors. So I was like, there is no way a Chinese company can sound as good for like a tenth of the price. So I was really suspicious until Temu reached out and they sent me a couple of in-ear monitors, a couple, like, I believe they sent me 7 different model, and I was like, okay, they're all working. I don't know how they're all gonna survive, you know, the road, but if they last more than a tenth of the 846 that I have now, they will worth it. Basically, you know, $100 headphone with bazillion driver versus the 846. If they last, it's gonna do it. But yeah, so far I didn't use them to death, the KZ, but they seem to keep up. I'm using, you know, KZ from time to time, and I have a pair of KZ as a backup in my bag, and I just keep it there. So if anybody on a show goes like, one of my ear is down, I'm missing a earbud, I can just give them a pair of KZ. They can pop that in with universal, you know, earbuds, pop that in, and you keep the show going, basically. So yeah, we'll see what KZ has for us in the future. But I'm thinking about talking with Temu and do another video for the KZ stuff, maybe with different model, because people commenting on that video mostly they want to have my opinion of different model, and I think so far that I found a way to analyze in-ear monitor from a point of view that makes sense, from the point of view of a musician, a in-ear monitor engineer. So we'll see. Let's see what I can provide to the table. The only thing that's missing on the KZ is the Shure click connection. I agree with you, Rob. I really like the wire on those Shure. Do I have a pair of Shure around here? I have a pair of 215 somewhere. Okay, probably not. But anyway, all that to say that yes, the way that the Shure connection is built for the 215, well, all the Shure lineup, instead of using a 2-pin connector like the KZ, like the, where are the other one? Hold on. Okay, I think I got them. The EPZ1 Pro had that, you know, that 2-pin connector. Can you see it if I'm doing... Oh, those bugs are so badly print to show on camera. Basically, it's a 2-pin connector. Here, I think I have a pair of 215 that has a different connector. And... hold on. The reason why they are better is because... oh, it's been a while since they've been used. I should use them more often. Instead of having a 2-pin that doesn't allow you to, you know, to move around the earbud, the Shure connector is moving around the earbud. It's easy to clean because you can just pull on it. I did break it. I just use it. And there's a little, I don't know how well you can see this. There's a little pin inside those in-ear, and there's a little basically male and female connector, and they allow the in-ear to flex around your ear. When you're having it like this, it's allowing you to move, and it's going to reduce the stress on the cable, and it just make it so it's an easy fit. And seriously, those 215, they are really old, but they work really well. Only ever used Shure in-ear. Yeah. Okay, let's be honest. Those are 215. They work now around $100. And I believe you will have interesting option for around the same price from like brand like KZ or which is the one, the EPZ. You will find some, interesting stuff from other brand for cheaper. Is it gonna be as solid? Is it gonna be as durable on the road? I don't know. I didn't try them. I think they will be, they will work fine until they break. I don't think they have the strength of the Shure ones, but if you take good care of them, and I'm not talking about sweat, I'm talking about just not, throw them away, just not toss them in your bag. If you take a little care of them, I think you'll go a long way with the KZ, especially for like $30 to $60. But yes, the 215 are like the SM57 of headphone. Those are the one that I recommend. They just work. They don't break on me, or they break from time to time. But if you take care of the cable, and if you clean the cable from time to time, if you clean the connector and basically the swivel part of those in-ear, they will last a long time. Seriously. Yeah. And the reason that I've only tried Shure is back in the day when in-ear first really became popular around the 2010 with, local bands. They were more affordable. And for some reason, everybody only had Shure. And I never looked back. After buying my first pair, 215, $100 was a lot of money back then for a, tech that only started. But as soon as I got my hand, actually, no, the first pair of in-ear that I got was the E3. But those of you who are not old enough, the E3 is the thing that came before the 215. Those were the affordable one. They were a single driver. Basically the same thing as 215. And once the 215 came in with replaceable cable, because the E3 were not, they were like glued together or built together. You once you basically break the buds, everything has to be thrown away. Now you can replace parts. By the way, if you didn't know that, yeah, you can buy every single parts from Shure replacement, even for your 215, your 846, your whatever 535. You can buy a replacement cable. It's the same cable for all the stuff from Shure. You can have replacement parts. I have a friend of mine with 846 that lost, the little nozzle for the in-ear. You can replace that. You can order the part from Shure. It's less expensive than buying a new pair. So just be aware of that. You can definitely make that work out. Sorry, I'm hearing loud car noise. I'm like, is it the console? Let's take a look at the. Let's take a quick look at the update. Let's see if there's anything that has moved. It should move this afternoon for the compact. Is there any update? Is there any update? Is there any update? Nope, nothing. It's not. It doesn't say. It doesn't say out for delivery. So I guess not today. All right. A few more minutes, and if we don't have much going on in the chat, I will call it a day. I'm just gonna rush out to do some more meeting and some prep going for this week. I have a couple big events, and I want to make sure that I deliver them, at the best of my abilities. I believe, that being a tech, the way that I was shown of what's a real good tech, if that makes sense. Basically, growing up around good tech, I've learned to be the best that I could, and it matters to me to deliver the good show, and it matters to me to give out the best of my abilities to deliver whatever kind of show that you're doing. It could be a gala, it could be a conference, it could be a rock band. I want to, give out the best I could. So, yeah. Chris, I believe it's a good practice to stick to the same in-ears so when something's off in the musician's mix. Yes, definitely. I've been using the same in-ears as my band for years. I believe it's a good way to do so. If you are a monitor engineer that tour with musician, you basically want to get the band the same kind of in-ear, and you want to get yourself the same. Basically, you want everybody to have the same reference. It's going to impact the way that you're mixing stuff. It's going to impact the way that EQ stuff. I had the displeasure sometimes to work with musicians that had different kind of in-ears, and you go like, why is the vocal like so loud in that mix? And you ask the musician, can I try your in-ear? And they sound like this, they got no definition. And you're like, oh, okay, this is why the vocal needs to be freaking loud, because you EQ it for your 846, 215, whatever, and the other musician that has a pair of, I don't know, maybe not KZ, but another kind of brand, and it doesn't respond the same way. So you're taking good mixing decision on a bad reference for that musician. After that, if everybody else in the band is on the same kind of in-ear, except let's say somebody has a pair of KZ and doesn't work for them, well, it's not because you're a bad sound engineer. It's because you're taking good mixing decision on a bad reference. That's mostly it. So on that note, guys, I'm going to say thank you very much for being part of this live stream. Thank you very much for the 7,000 subscriber. Thank you very much for being part of this community, guys. You have no idea how much I appreciate every single one of you. Really sorry about the Wing Compact. We're going to fix that next week. I should get them next week for sure. So on that note, I want you guys to please have a good week. I'll see you next Monday. Take care of yourself, guys. Oh yeah, hold on. Before I go, Pancho, has anyone tried out the Behringer in-ear wireless system? No. We're gonna answer that. It's a really interesting question. If anybody in the States can put their hands on the Behringer system, let me know, because I cannot find them here. I'm gonna check out with the guys over at Long and McQuaid, but as far as I know, they're not available for purchase in the U.S. And it's a big deal, because you don't want to have illegal to use in the U.S. frequency or North America frequency. So if anybody can put their hand on a system that is in the 500, 4 to 500, or basically not in the 600 to 700 range. If you guys have in-ear in those range, let me know. I wanna try out the Behringer stuff. I believe they will be fine to do what I do. So let me know. And now, for real, on that note, have a good week, guys. See you all later.